My video for January the 10th, 2018 is entitled Daily Videos for 7 Years. I began making videos every day on 1/11/11. The only days I missed was when I was in intensive care for my second open heart surgery, pre and post-op, in 2016. I have 2,500. It's 2015. I think I have that wrong there. I have 2,565 as of this video. I had no idea when I began that I would still be making videos at this point and still not seeing the real changes I felt sure would happen by 2012 at the latest. Of course, Aristo has been my most consistent partner in this endeavor, although many others have joined me through those years. Most recently, Valentine has been wanting to make videos with me. He tells me our videos are being shown in Hawaii on a local TV station. There were also a good number of videos with the man who said he was ambassador of the Chinese dragon family. He began the Goldfish Reports, which are still being created, though neither of us are involved. Louisa hosts them now. Whatever I decide for 1/11/18 and beyond, I am committed to playing whatever role I can in making the world a better place for all humanity, except those who commit horrific crimes against us all and remain unrepentant. Before I went to bed last night, I was sent a video to watch of, actually 2 videos. One of them was my friend, Dr. Bruce Morgan, and I actually listened to that message. I was there when he first delivered that message, and I've listened to it numerous times over the years. But the other was from a man who was an atheist, who grew up with a mother that didn't know how to love him and became a terrible alcoholic and was headed down the wrong path. And then he found Jesus and became, I guess, a type of evangelist where he spreads the message and the good news about how Jesus can save us from our sins. Not only that, but turn our lives around. And there are many such testimonies, and they are true. And I'm sure it's not just Christianity where people's lives have been changed around by pursuing a more spiritual path rather than a path of degradation. In any case, the world that we live in is still operated by those who control the monetary system and who seem to have a predisposition to doing the most horrific things possible. They, as I've said in many other videos, they create wars. They are hell-bent on committing human rights violations, and human rights being that every human is created by God and is worthy of truth and of being treated justly and actually of abundance. But very few people in the world actually experience that, except these relative small handful of people who live at the top of the pyramid and employ those who are willing to sell their souls out and do the atrocious crimes against humanity that they require. And furthermore, they have developed a way to create human-like machines that have no conscience, that have no morality, that have no emotion. I mean, they can say, what difference does it make, like Hillary did when talked about the innocent people being bombed in Libya, for example. What difference does it make, was her reply. This is the kind of attitude that people have that is not being addressed. And the preacher that I referred to, the man that I referred to, was from Brooklyn and was speaking in, I believe he was speaking in Louisiana. In any case, he told the parable of a penny is like $1 million to God, and one day is like 1,000 years to God. And he says, well, okay, give me a penny. And he said, okay, give me a day. In other words, in 1,000 years, I'll answer your prayer. Well, of course, 1,000 years, nobody makes it. Nobody in recorded history has ever made it beyond 1,000 years, or even up to 1,000 years. Methuselah, 969 years, I believe, was the oldest man that's lived, that's recorded in our history, if you can believe that that's true history. But that is the story. Anyway, folks, I have been following a spiritual path since I was a little kid, as I've said in so many other videos. And I have truly been doing my best to shift the world toward love and toward understanding each other and listening to each other and building bridges instead of walls and getting along and doing the right thing. But as long as we have excuses from our Creator that, okay, just give me a day, and by that he means 1,000 years, which is in our generations, 15 lifetimes, maybe more. It's insane. It's insane, and I'm tired. I don't know what I'm going to do starting tomorrow. I'm probably going to make another video tomorrow, and I may make videos for a little while yet. But I'm reaching the end of this. I want to do something that at least brings some security to my life and hopefully to the lives of others. I think that reestablishing the republic is a good thing. I've been involved in that in the past. It didn't work in that endeavor, but they've fine-tuned some of the things. Anna von Reitz is one of the ones that teaches some actual ways of exonerating ourselves and being not being accountable in courts, because the courts are not true courts, and how to not be enslaved and entrapped by their system, which is based again on lies. I don't know how I'm going to proceed in the future. I'm re-examining everything. I want to make a difference. I want life to be fulfilling, not depressing. And I have been quite depressed for a lot of the time since they took my house. It's been a real challenge for me. Thankfully, one of my friends that I thought had abandoned me, who was also very despondent and discouraged, connected with me yesterday again and that's really the first real connection this year and since the holidays, since Christmas. But folks, we need to experience the kingdom of heaven on earth. We need to experience change, not that we can believe in, but change that we can actually experience, that we know is real because we're part of it. That's what I want, and I hope that's what most of you want. And I do thank those of you who have been with me for a long time through this roller coaster emotional ride that we've been on. Thank you for listening, and namaste.